Right, we're now second part of question 11. So we've done that, and then it says here, Richard says that the people on coach A are younger than the people on coach B. Is he correct? So let's just explore what this is. Okay, if they are younger, let's just first of all look at the median. That's 59, that's 70. So you could say yes, median of group A is less than the median of group B, but you need to bit more than that. You need to therefore say, you need to state what it is. 59 is less than 70. Or you could say a whole bunch of other things. For instance, that all the data values here, all the data values are lower than those data values. So every single one is lower. Even the extreme values of the lower stage and greater stage, they are lower. Quartiles are lower. Everything is lower. So you could say, yes, he's right on that regard. Then the question says, where is it? If I can find it. Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go. It says, Richard says that people on coach A vary more. So it's to do with the fact they vary more. And is he correct here? There's only 1 mark, so you can't just guess it. If you guessed it, you don't get any marks for it. Okay, but if they vary more, then they have a wider range, don't they? And you can consider that in a variety of ways. The safest route is to talk about the interquartile range, but you could talk about the ranges of ages from the minimum to the highest. That is one way of talking about it, and you write in there, well, the range of group A goes from, so you'd say range of group A, you say it goes from 79 to 41, and remember it's a non-calculator, that's 38, and then you say for group B, the range goes from 85 down to 42, so that is a range of 43. So group B has a wider range, it appears here, not group A. You could do what we call the interquartile range. The interquartile range, as I said to you, it looks at the quartile, so the range of 73 to 54. It's safer because you're not taking into account some extreme values. It might be that granddad comes along, or the grandson comes along, or whatever, and it could change the data range on that one. But if you did that one, that's about a range of 19. So the interquartile range, the range from the upper quarter down to the lower for group B is just 19. Whereas here, the interquartile range goes from 66 down to 53. So that's a range of 13. So in terms of the interquartile range, they're not far off. They're not far off at all. And yes, the interquartile range of A is slightly smaller, but it's not a huge difference between it. And that's perhaps where they was thinking of. But the wider range is the other way. So group B in the wider range has a smaller variance. So you'd say no, no, and then you could say because above, and you can do explanations on that. And then we get to question 12. Now question 12 is really interesting, because if you first time you look at question 12, you're starting to think, well, I need to know what the formula for volume of a sphere is. And although I know it, you actually don't need to know that in order to answer this question. But you need to set it up right. So let me show you what you do. It says the volume of sphere Q is 50% more than P. So if I do a ratio of P to Q, if I did that, that's 1 to 1.5. And it says the same of R to Q. So from R to Q, let's put R to Q here. Or actually, let's do it the other way around, make life a lot easier. Q to R, that is 1 to 1.5. Because it's saying that it's 1.5 times bigger. Okay, the ratio, the volume is 50% more. Now, we need a bridge here. We need a bridge. Something that the same value for both of those. And with this 0.5, it's really awkward as well. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to multiply everything by 10. So that becomes 10 to 15, 10 to 15. And now I need to link these. These need to be the same number. And I can see 150. If I times that by 10, I get 150. If I times that by 15, I get 150. They're the same bridge. So now I times that by 15. 15 times 15 is 225. And then this by 10 by 15 to make it, times that by 10, so that becomes 100. And now, because of that bridge, I can say that P to R is 100 to 225. And as a fractional increase, it says here, find a volume as a fraction of R. So it's R of R, so it's of R, so it's going over that. So it's 100 all over 225. And then you have to think, right, can I narrow it down? Well, 25 goes into 100 4 times, and 25 goes into 225 9 times. So that would be your smallest answer. Really quite a tricky one. Whoopsie daisy. But hopefully you can see how to do it.